going on. They went to a dealership and the dealership told them, no, you need to come up with $8,000 to do all this and do all that. And the Lord said, well, wait a minute. They should go over here to this place. Let me tell you, God will always have a ram in the bush. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you are obedient to God, God will have a ram in the bush ready to bless you in the midst of your storm. And so as they went over to the place, the man said, listen, we're going to get you a car today. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what your credit says. It doesn't matter. We're going to get you a car. Let me tell you something. By 8 o'clock that night, they were walking out with a car. Am I talking to somebody in this place? When you're connected to a good church, when you're in the Word of God, blessings will overflow and blessings will begin to happen in your life. Slap somebody and say, I trust God.
I trust God.
My God, I can maybe go on with the message, but I look at the Chicago school district. Sheila told us, she says, I think she told me that they only had a week to be out of school before they would get paid or something like that. I'm going to mess her story up as well. But she began to tell me, it's only a week that they give them. And let me tell you something. God knows who needs finances when they need it. Am I talking to somebody? And so we don't know everybody's bank account, but let me tell you something. An extra $1 or $2 wouldn't even matter. An extra $1 or $2 would be good for our pocket. Am I right? And so I said Sunday, I said as saints, we can believe God for these kids to get back in school. Didn't I say that? And I said Sunday that all we have to do is trust God, and God will send them kids back to school. Well, let me tell you something. They're back in school. Am I talking to somebody? Psalms, you there? I've been waiting for you to get there. Been waiting for you to get there. It says, if it had not been for the Lord. Psalms 124. If it had not been for the Lord who was on our side. Now may Israel say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side. When men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick. When the wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord, who hath not given us as prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowls. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord. I'm going to say it again. Our help is in the name or from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Oh, come on, somebody. We can go home right there if we wanted to. Turn me to Ecclesiastes if you can. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Just a little bit over. Ecclesiastes, 12th chapter. When you get there, you can signify by saying amen. If it had not been for the Lord who was on our side. I don't know if you understand it. You don't understand was. That means some of y'all was going through some stuff, but God was on your side. Oh, come on, no. Are you there? Ecclesiastes 12 says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. Tell somebody, I'm still young. While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Today we're going to talk about a message really quickly. If you need a title called I'm Dependent on God. Tell somebody I'm dependent on God. Come on, tell them. Come on, smack them. Tell them I'm dependent on God. Old song says, leaning on the everlasting arms. This morning I found myself talking with a few people on Facebook. The conversation was focused on what Governor Romney stated just a week ago. That he stated that 40-some% of people in America are depending on government assistance to take care of them. In other words, he said that there are people that don't care or have a desire to live anyway but on government's help.
That's what he said.
In other words, he said, there's some people out there that just want to live off the system. Now, I'm not talking about those that are handicapped or those that just can't do it, but he began to say, so as I was on Facebook, people begin to debate back and forth, and they begin to have their issues, and they begin to say this and that, and this talk on Facebook went for some time. And during the conversation, someone expressed their concern of not knowing who to vote for and not knowing which man had the best plan in mind. As a matter of fact, somebody said that I can't vote for Romney because he's a Mormon. And some say with him that if you vote for him, the middle class will never exist any longer. Am I talking to somebody?
Amen.
On the other hand, they said that you have a sitting president who said that he showed support for alternative or gay marriage. These are the things that people were saying. The thought of many Christians in America, those who really love the Lord and those who don't want to compromise on His Word, though, they see it another way. They see it in the fact that I don't depend on Romney or Obama, but I depend on God. Amen. Am I talking to somebody in this place? I don't depend on man, but my dependence is on God. And so at the end of the day, no matter what they believe or no matter what happens, I must learn how to be dependent upon God. Amen. Which one of these men can lead us into a place of victory, we begin to say. While they both have their own issues, they both have agendas that many of us don't really care for. They both have their qualms, and they both have their ups and downs that we can both agree and say that neither one of them is perfect. They both have bills that they try to pass, or bills that they want to pass, and each side, and everyone keeps saying, well, I don't like that bill because of this, and I don't like that bill because of this, and so neither person can come to a conclusion on the finances of either one of them. Some say that the president that we have currently has overspent. From a good-looking budget, people say that the president has overspent and that he doesn't know how to balance a budget. This is what people are saying, that he's overspent the money that he has. But at the same time, people on the other end are saying, Mitt Romney can't run a country because he's going to run a country like he runs a business. And you can't run a country like you run a business. They say you just can't go in firing people.